topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia. Brought to you by one of Steve-O and Sophia's favorite Incontro Italian cuisine and steakhouse located on the Walk in Coral Springs. Now, sit back while award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly in South Florida dining.
Good evening and welcome to the new year with Eat and Critique, Steve-O and Sophia. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
We almost forgot how to do the show. We had Christmas, we had Hanukkah, we had New Year's. We have with us tonight, we're live at the Poke Company.
Wait a minute, I got to tell everybody something.
Okay.
We got about 30 invitations for New Year's Eve to have dinner. And you know what? We were going, who should we go to? But we know we were going to hurt somebody's feelings. I just want everybody to know we turned all 30 of them down. And we stayed at home. But tonight, do we have a show for you tonight? We found a restaurant, which we're really good at, finding a restaurant that is so different, but so good, especially for all of our listeners that really watch what they eat. In fact, I ran today on Facebook. You know, if you really like watching what you eat, if you want a clean diet, this is the best place to go. So not only do we have the franchise owner with us,
Seth?
but Carlos.
Location owner,
I
yeah.
meant location, I'm sorry.
And then we have the big kahuna,
Yeah, the big one.
Seth, with us. And we're going to talk about the Poke Company tonight.
Yes, we'd like to introduce Seth to start and maybe tell everyone the concept, how he got started, a little history of the restaurant.
Sure. Well, you know, I'm obviously not the person who invented poke as a
It's
concept
okay.
in general, but
It's close enough.
our iteration of it, poke was originally a Hawaiian dish. They started in Hawaii, and the fishermen who, as their trade, catch fish and sell whatever was left over. The small piece that they would cut it up, marinate it with soy, garlic, whatever, and feed it to their families. So it turned out somewhat of a peasant dish, which then sort of caught on, got a little hipsterized for a while, and then started to gain popularity and transformed into a fast casual model, which I sort of helped with some of the conceptualization from other brands. And wanted to always move down to Florida to be closer to my family, open my own business. So one thing led to another. We decided to take the plunge. We opened a little shop in Boca, East Boca, right by Meisner Park.
Which I've been to.
Yeah, exactly. And we just figured we'd throw it against the wall and see what sticks. And 7 years later, we're chugging along. Again, as I told you earlier, certainly not been a straight and narrow road, but we keep on pushing,
Chugging along.
Yeah.
Boca, Pompano, Delray, West Delray, Boynton, Wellington, North Palm Beach, Tampa, Tarpon Springs, Land O'Lakes, Marietta, and Des Moines, Iowa. That's chugging along.
My own worst critic, I guess.
And you know what, Mr. Humble over here,
Yes.
there are, sadly to say, a lot of restaurants going out of business.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell you something. If you can get by the hump, and I think we're almost through the hump, it's my hat off.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you. And
Because you know what people don't realize? The cost. Things you don't even think about gone up in the last year.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, every little thing, down to, mailing out flyers to customers. You know what I mean? We get, your whack 20% there, 18% there. You turn around and your break even is so much higher now than pre-pandemic.
People think that you guys just have this huge markup, and that's just not the way it is.
It's not.
And they're always, wanting to raise, wages and everything. You have to do it. I gotta tell you, I'm impressed just the fact that you guys have made it through. I think is the hardest part.
It is. I mean, I'd say out of our most recent, I think about 6 locations open recently. I think 5 of them were open like right in the middle of the pandemic. I mean, so we had all these franchises planned to come on, and obviously that was before the pandemic happened. And we're like, what are we going to do? Everybody's ready to go. And so we're like, let's just go for it. You know what I mean? We did it, and luckily we got a great loyal customer base. You know what I mean?
We saw a lot of them just come, a lot of the gold stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm going to say something. We have all kind of people watching the show right now. You real estate people, stop raising the rent. Let these people alone. Let them make their little bit amount of money. And then you know what? They'll be successful, and you can raise them 3-4 years from now. Leave them alone right now. Because there's so many that tell us, oh, they went up.
Their
This went
brand.
up.
Yeah.
Not renew insurance.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're all in this together. Let's talk about the food.
Well,
And let's introduce Carlos.
Wellington.
My name is Carlos. I'm the new owner of the store located here in Wellington. It's not a new store. It's been here since 2019. I took over ownership in mid-September of this year, last year now. Now we're in 2024. And basically my history is I'm a restaurant guy. I've
All your life.
Yeah.
all my life.
He's a lifer.
My dad bought an IHOP back in 1993, I want to say, in New York, where I'm from. And I started with him when I was a little kid. By 15, I was managing a store, and I worked with my dad for around 27 years. So I've been in restaurants my whole life. I came here to
You
Florida.
got a good one.
We're excited. Yeah. It's very exciting with Carlos.
I came here to Florida with all my background in restaurants, looking for something like similar, something here in Florida. It's a business of my own. I'll be honest with you, 5 months ago, I didn't know what Pokey was. In my search,
Now, Steph pronounces it okay.
Okay.
and
Okay.
I have to correct my pronunciation.
It's all good.
He's lucky I didn't sing my hokey pokey.
And you know what? I got to tell you, that Carlos did the most amazing job, because we see all kind of tastings. He did such a wonderful job. For our listeners who don't know, Sophie and I never tell them what we want. We leave it up to them. So there's no excuses if we don't like it. And our serving was so good. One of the things that we do when we go for serving is we always make subtle things you might do to help. We know this business. I only found one thing. I did one thing that personally I would love is when I came in, you've got some, it's like a smorgasbord, it's a buffet of things that you can do. I had no idea what certain things would taste like together.
Flavor combinations. Yeah.
I said, if you would make 3 or 4 items, this is already put together, this is our choices. That was the only thing, because everything sounded so good. I'm like, how is an avocado going to taste with tuna? So that would be the only thing.
That's why it's
we
super
love the
starting
concept.
at 12. It's super
Yeah.
important that our employees explain. Once a guest comes in, the first thing after I welcome is, have you been to Pokey before?
Right?
And then it gives us a good chance to interact with the guest, to go through the whole line, explain all the different items, the different options. We offer samples to everybody. Whatever you want to taste before you order, please let us know. But that gives us a good time to speak with the guests and figure out what combination might work for them. Do they like salt? Do they like sweet? Do they, what really works for them?
I liked it all.
So, yeah, some like it all, and that's even better.
How do
I
you
have
get your
to
tuna
say-
with taste?
It's 7 years of research, I guess. You know, we've gone through every type of brand of tuna, purveyor of tuna, small guys, little guys, big guys, everything. And then once we find the thing that we like, it took a whole bunch of time to figure out how to treat it and prep it, get it out there like that. It's a
All of
whole-
these
Yeah.
sauces
It was
he's
so
probably
good.
tasted 1,000 times before it came.
Yeah.
You got it.
I have to admit, it was the best ahi tuna I've had. It was,
Thank you.
but
Yeah,
more than that, I'm really into the seaweed salad.
it's great.
And I told Carlos, I get that every time you go for stone crab. You cannot find a seaweed salad that was as good as it. It was
That's great.
delicious.
Again, yeah, that's that's something that we put a lot of time into making sure we got the right exact brand and
That's
put it
good.
together the right way. Awesome.
This is a great place to come to after a workout. I am
Great
telling you,
fitness.
why would you want to go to McDonald's after you go to have a nice workout? Come here, eat clean. Tell people
Yeah.
some of the things.
So
Well,
back
let's pick
to
protein
so
first.
back to when I was looking for a restaurant of my own, I came across this. I didn't know what tofu was, so I came in. I said, "Let me try the food." And I was blown away. I was
That's
blown
what it
away.
is.
And I was even more blown away in the training process at Seth's store in Boca when I went through the training to see how fresh everything is, how all the sauces. Most places you go to get, they have a lot of sauces, but they come in little things and
Already
sauce,
made, yeah.
already made. Ours,
We
we make everything in house here. I mean, ginger's peeled from the rib.
Ginger, carrot,
Everything is
Oh, she looked at carrot.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah.
everything is made here. All the sauces are made in house. Everything is so fresh.
And the thing with the after gym workout is that we have scales in all of our stores because we often get a lot of customers that come after the gym that are bodybuilders or weight, and they need to weigh their macros and weigh. They say I need 10 ounces. I need 10 ounces of brown rice. I need 3 ounces of tuna. It's really So we can do that. I mean, we have scales on the line ready for that, which is fantastic. And the gluten free and the Whole30, paleo diets, all that stuff. We have that whole thing like worked out. Yeah.
I want to eat the diet Carlos had. He said he lost weight.
I made a joke. I made a joke that when I bought the store in the first 2 months, I lost around 10 pounds.
I could believe it.
And I obviously it was from hard work. It opened the door. He made it, but it's not always true because then when I worked previously in IHOP, it was the opposite. I'll gain 10 pounds before I do it, But no, honestly, I made the joke that the real Jared is here, and if we had a guy like that, it would work good for us because it would be the truth.
I got to make an announcement before we go any further because I can hear some people going, when are you going to run our commercial? We're not going to run the commercial tonight. We are here at the Poke Company, and we also have a big chili cook-off coming up. So just for tonight, we will add another ad for you starting next week. But we really wanted to introduce this incredible restaurant. People are always saying, I want something different. And we had people come up to us and go, give me something different that I can take my friends to. This is the place right here. I'm telling you. And get it to go, even. You don't even have to eat it here. We saw so many people coming in. The bags are going out.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a later crowd.
We get a later crowd.
I noticed
We get
that.
a lot of help right next to a gym, so we got a lot of customers.
That's
there.
right. They come at 5, 6 o'clock at night to work out.
We get samples away as well. We try to. The thing is, most people once they taste this food, it's just getting them in.
Yeah.
Once they taste it, they're stuck for life. To be honest with you, I mean, I don't.
I agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. The thing is just getting people in to taste the food.
The
and
whole
take
way
them
back in the
across
car, look
border.
how he's going. That place. And, people, if you just tuned in for the first time, our show, because when we ran Facebook, we had about 60 people on there who saw the show tonight. We are totally honest. we tell people exactly the way it is. Sometimes it's not so good, but at least you know. We look at, you got a lot of choices. And we do not want you to go somewhere and waste money, especially the way the economy is. I'm telling you, once you come here, you're going to absolutely thank us for it.
And we're reasonably priced too.
Yeah, your
Oh, that's
prices.
what I was gonna mention.
Especially if you compare it to sushi. You go up to the sushi, what you're gonna get for $15 in sushi versus one of our bowls. It's a huge difference.
What's the average price of a bowl?
Well, including tax, if you want to get one extra, like an extra premium top, $16.
But you're getting two protein?
Correct. 2 proteins, many mixes. We got 26 different types of mixes and sauces and everything, all that kind of stuff.
And then we also offer something that set us apart, something that set it during this whole process in the poke process. We offer chicken and steak.
That's right.
Yeah.
So this is
Okay.
something
Surprisingly good. Yeah.
It's so good. The chicken and steak, I offer it as soon as people order it. I give them samples so they can taste it before it goes in the bowl. Because you might get lost in the sauce,
Right.
and different toppings, so they can actually taste the chicken and the steak is
How
delicious.
about the burrito?
Actually, there isn't that many toppings that you get that's at an extra cost when you look at the menu. So most places, when you go and you add things, they give you 50 cents, 80 cents, $1. Here, almost everything is free except for California rice for your base,
The cauliflower.
and then a couple toppings.
Avocado, obviously.
Yeah.
Things you would think would be extra.
Yeah, I mean, everything else is free.
One of our biggest extras is people love our crab salad.
That was good too.
Yes, you love that as well too. I know.
So now, what are your hours here?
We open at 11 and we're open until 9, Friday and Saturday until 10.
Okay. Let's tell people where you're located here.
We are right on Forest Hill Boulevard and State Road 7, also known as 441, right here in Wellington, right on the border of Royal Palm Beach and Wellington.
This is going to sound so weird. We had the burrito.
You're gonna have to explain that one.
No, it's good. No, you can explain that one.
But your seaweed, the wrap, it was different. It was, I don't even know how to describe it.
It was healthy. That's why you're used to eating.
I loved it.
You're used to eating the burritos with the corn tortilla.
No, but I'm
and all
saying
those
those-
other.
Those are good too.
I know, but I prefer this one.
But you brought us out the burrito first.
That's right.
Oh my God, it was so good.
We have someone. Can you tell Vicky she's early? She's way early. She's 6:35. Thanks.
Let's talk about the first of all, let's talk about the proteins. Go ahead, tuna.
We got tuna. We got salmon. Want to give more detail about the salmon?
Yeah, I mean, the salmon we use, it's aquacultured salmon, meaning that it's raised out in the open ocean in these giant enclosed net areas, pellet fed organic pellets. It's as good as you can get as far as a open ocean raised fish. Yeah,
And you have it in spicy.
we have spicy salmon that we do and spicy tuna as well.
So all those of you who love spicy tuna, I had to tell them don't make any of mine spicy.
We also have the steamed shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
For vegetarians, we have tofu. We have a tofu bowl, tofu burrito, and a veggie bowl, or veggie burrito as well.
That is, you know what? I'm sure you probably take it for granted. You know, a lot of Chinese restaurants where you're going to get rice at, they don't have brown rice.
No.
You have brown rice here.
We do.
And it's not, you would think that it would be in every Chinese restaurant. It isn't. And even in sushi restaurants, it isn't. Now, let's talk
We
about,
also have, sorry to cut you off, it's a big hit here. It's the cauliflower rice.
oh, that's right.
Cauliflower rice.
Um,
We have a lot of customers that come just for the cauliflower rice.
And your steak, we also sampled. Unbelievable.
Tenderloin, yeah.
Unbelievable. I mean, we left here, I think I'd already been here. That's why I wanted them on our show so bad, because I had a great just ordering with them not knowing who I was. And I really enjoyed it. And at the time, I didn't know you had other locations. So when Sophia said you were here in Wellington,
I found them.
well, we're in Lake Worth.
Oh, okay.
So now I want to talk about toppings. Tell me about some of the toppings.
So as far as the toppings go, I think the crunch. Yeah, I got it down. I think.
Oh,
The crunchy stuff. Yeah, crunchy stuff. It's the tempura plate. We do crispy onions, wasabi peas, which is a great one. Nice crunch, a little wasabi taste to it. Scallions, pickled ginger, all the other guilty pleasures.
She loves ginger.
Yeah.
And we both love edamame.
Yeah.
So they have the edamame. You've
Yeah.
got to come here to experience it. We know we have a lot of people in New York who come down here in the off season who use our show as a guideline, barometer, where to go dine at. Is this place a fancy, upscale, fine dining? No, you don't want it that. This is a casual dining, but you know what? You can get it to go. Do you have the services? DoorDash?
Yes, we do a lot of business, especially after COVID. More and more people just order through DoorDash, Uber. But we, one thing we do have is our own app. We have the Poke Company app, which is amazing. And I tell everybody to download the app, get your points. You get free bowls.
Oh, that's
You
wonderful.
stack all your points and get free stuff. Just it's a really good app, really easy to maneuver. App is very good.
You thought of everything.
Well, there's always something that comes up and we're thinking,
Oh,
I can
that's
think, but
amazing.
yeah, definitely. It's been my business partner Max and I. He's my cousin, So he's a little bit younger than me, so he's got all the
Oh,
technology
yeah.
stuff down. Makes fun of me when I'm like looking at my phone, like, what is this thing? But he's got it.
So his cousin Max is not here today. He's also was
Yeah.
with him since the start, and he's behind the scenes doing all that type of stuff. So
What about the sauces?
So the sauces are great. I mean, again, like Carlos said, we make almost all of them from scratch here. Literally, from whole garlic, whole onions, all that stuff. Company sauce, our soy-based sauces for mixing in. Company sauce is a little bit of a garlicky soy, a little bit of spice. Sesame shoyu is sort of our version of a traditional poke sauce. Has sesame oil, a little ginger. Ponzu for the lighter with citrus.
We're showing pictures, aren't we?
She has pictures.
Okay, are we showing pictures? Okay, I haven't looked up.
I haven't either. I've been looking at
look, there you go.
Carlos.
Look good. Some pictures.
Look at these
Beautiful.
dishes.
Yeah.
And we have kind of like a how would you say it?
An assembly line.
An assembly
Yeah.
line. You come in, you start off, you pick your base, which is your rice or mixed greens, and you could do rice and mixed greens, however you like it. Then you pick your protein, which we spoke about. We do the mix-ins. We mix it up with sauce, all those sauces we're speaking about, and then we add the toppings.
ginger
More
carrot.
sauce. So by the time we're done, I like to joke with the customers. Most places the food never comes out like the picture, but I honestly feel like ours
Oh,
comes out better sometimes than the picture because we
It
do
did.
it's like each
Right,
bowl is
yeah.
like a art.
Oh, I did. And Rachel made ours. Oh my gosh, she was incredible.
She was good. Yeah.
She's great.
She was.
Yeah.
She was very good. She made you. She also made you the hand rolls.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the hand rolls as
I
well.
think I could eat here 4 nights a week
Well, you're welcome.
and not have
You're welcome to, Steve.
and not have the same thing. I mean, folks, look, I know people are going, "Oh, this is a commercial." It's not a commercial. This is what we do.
Well, when I met you, Sophia, and I met you guys, I said I had no doubt come in and try the food because
When I met Carlos, he was really pushing the sample, and I was like, I can't, I have to wait for Steve. I can't do it without him. It wouldn't be right,
that's right.
even though I wanted to. But it smelled so good.
And speaking of sauces, we are today we're trying out for the first time something that might stick with us.
Beta testing, yeah. Ginger sesame teriyaki sauce. So
Ooh.
really,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
give you guys some.
Ooh.
yeah, it's good with everything. We kind of wanted to, like we spoke about the chicken and steak. We really wanted to get people the impetus to try the chicken and steak, but it goes really good with the shrimp and with the salmon as well.
There
Good,
are
right?
It goes really
Brand
good.
new, yeah.
Very
65,000 people out here going, drooling, and saying, oh,
That's an early leak. That's an early leak on your stuff.
You know,
Right. So it's in beta mode. We'll see what happens, but
Yeah.
so far we've gotten a lot of yes. So just today in asking customers and getting feedback. So, but yeah, that's all stuff as well. He comes up with his
Can I tell you
recipes.
something? You have to be 6 feet underground to say you didn't like it.
Yeah.
Because maybe you don't like chicken, maybe you don't like shrimp. They have protein, and the way you can dress it up with the sauces and the sides, and that's why I said I could eat it 4 times a week
well,
and not ever have the same thing.
I'm actually impressed with that, I have to say, because we heard you were a chef in a sushi restaurant, high-end sushi.
So
in
I
New
was,
York.
I helped to manage the restaurant. I did work in the kitchen as well, but I was a chef originally. I went to culinary school a long time ago.
Where'd you go?
French Culinary Institute, which is the institute. So this was a long time ago, and I worked for years, about 8 or 9 years in New York in different kitchens. I cooked for Jean George. I cooked for smaller restaurants, larger catering companies. And I went to go learn. I wanted to learn management and front of the house stuff.
And look what you did.
Yeah, and I kind of brought it all together, I guess, to make this happen, which is really a blessing. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean,
Well,
this is
I
really,
got 2 names to throw at Seth. We've had the Peter Luger family on our show.
I do know that. Yeah,
We've had them on our
that's
show.
definitely a good company. Yeah.
And then we had, and I'm so embarrassed because thank you, Joe. We have the finest French restaurants in New York. I cannot think of the chef's name, whose name is on the restaurant. Who is a great French? They have one here in Palm Beach too. I can't think.
Daniel
Daniel
Ballou.
That's it.
Ballou.
Thank you.
I know him.
Daniel Ballou came on our
He
show.
was a judge in my final exam in culinary
Oh.
school 30 years ago. Yeah.
was he mean? He's mean now.
He was honest. He was honest. Yeah.
He came in, he had a big book,
Yeah.
signed it, and said, and it was hard getting him on. Now he does do things like that. Our show,
He's too good now.
he said, when can I come back on? Which made me feel really good
Yeah. it's
about
very
that. And I just want to tell you, I went to culinary school.
good. Okay.
The first day, maybe you'll remember this, they say the restaurant business is the toughest business to go into. You will put easy 80 hours a week. So I'm telling you now, if that's not what you want, get out now. Oh, I love this. This is wonderful. I finished culinary school, but now I know I didn't have to. Some of the best chefs out there never went to culinary
Right.
school. My first job was a sous chef. And when they told me to go and empty the vegetable truck, I thought they were monkeys. So I'm a sous chef. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah.
And it was not me. I liked talking about it. I liked writing about it. But never wanted to be a chef again after that. It is.
Yeah. It really is. There's a difference between having a passion for cooking and having
Yeah.
a passion for the industry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, things you would never think you'd have to do as a chef
Yeah.
or as a general manager.
Of course.
Everybody pitches in.
I still wash dishes at the Boca shop.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you do. Restaurant business is a really hard
It
business.
is. But
Long hours.
the diversity and the people and the personalities you get to work with, I think is the most rewarding part.
Oh, absolutely. Let's, we got a couple minutes. I want them to stay over because we're not going to have them.
No, we're gonna keep them on for more.
But I'll tell people that's your dessert.
Yeah.
Our
Carlos.
dessert, our mochi. Sophia liked them.
I had the strawberry. Sophia, you had the
Lychee.
lychee. You've got about 8 or 9.
We have like 15 different flavors, something like that.
Why have we never seen that before?
So this is your first experience with mochi itself?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's a Japanese dessert. It's like a sweet rice bun, sweet rice dough, and stuffed with ice cream. So
These are the
What do you got?
desserts.
we've got some cool flavors. Yeah, we've got some very cool flavors. Try to get a little different with the cheesecake.
What a great idea.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself going into other servings, different types of servings? Or is this going to be it?
We're going to focus on this. I mean, we're going to continue to focus, expand a little bit of our repertoire here and there. And we'll see, we'll see what happens. Just as you sort of were speaking to the post-COVID, we're getting our feet, our legs back from underneath us post-pandemic, and we're ready for this next movement of growth. And we want to just make sure that everything is covered super, super tight as we go.
Smart.
I love this operation too.
Where do you see yourself moving and expanding in Florida?
We would love the opportunity a little bit south of us, Coconut Creek area, Parkland area. That's where we get a lot of requests. That's Coral Springs, exactly, in there. And, we have 3 locations in the Tampa area, which is a fantastic place. And we could look to Orlando. There's a lot of semi-saturated in Orlando, but there's always little spots here and there. That's the good thing about franchising, is we get to partner with someone who knows their area, their territory, and they can really represent us, obviously with their heart and soul there.
We're going to have to tell them about a great restaurant location in Coral Springs on University that's empty now.
No.
Well, it's not always about rent. It's not. Sometimes one of the things that we look for is service. How do the restaurant service people? Your prices are wonderful. Your dishes are wonderful. You've got the owners are hands-on.
Yeah.
So that's complete. We have a Vicky on hold right now.
Yeah.
If you guys can stick around.
Of course, yeah.
Just stay with us and bring Vicky on. Hi, Vicky.
Hello there. How are you guys today?
Hey, Vicky.
Happy New Year. We're back
Happy New Year
again.
to
Hey, I introduced you to Carlos, and this is Seth.
Hi,
He's-
Vicky.
He's the one who started the Poke Company.
Hey, Vicky.
They were our guests at the foyer, and they
I've been listening to them.
but they actually want to participate in your chili event coming up February.
Excellent. We're most excited about that for sure.
Yeah. So we are going to be judges again for this event, and Vicky, it's February 4th, right? Or 3rd?
February 3rd.
3rd. Go
February
ahead and
3rd.
tell the listeners about the event and who it benefits, and give us more info.
Sure. So it's the Firefighter Chili Cook-Off, and it's hosted by the retired firefighters of Palm Beach County. And it's our 4th year at Abacoa. We were at Lake Worth for about 8 years, and we outgrew Lake Worth. So we moved up to Abacoa Town Center. And it is Saturday, February the 3rd from 12 to 5 p.m. And we have bands, and we have decorated chili booths, and everybody has a competition. And the chili judges, which are yourselves, will go around tasting about 30-something chilies. And then you all have to pick out who is the first prize, second prize, and third prize. And they get cash money for winning. And as well, there is the People's Choice, where everybody who comes in, they can pay $20 and get an armband and taste all the chili they want. And then they get to pick who is the People's Choice. And then you all help to also pick the best theme, who has the best decorations and the best theme at the chili cook-off. And
Are they going to be there at the zoo, the kids?
they will. They do a different theme every year. So they do not tell us what the theme is ahead of time. They have been sumo wrestlers. They have been gypsy fortune tellers. They've done the zoo. What are all the ones they've done? They've done some really fabulous stuff. They
You've
are
got
very.
more bands this year, right?
We do. We've got Mumbo Jumbo. Casey Streets is a guitar player. He's in between the bands. And then the last one is Rotorheads, which if you remember Sikorsky out at Pratt & Whitney, it's a bunch of the guys that are out there at Sikorsky. They all play. They have a band on the side.
Vicki,
so.
you know, when you've got a good event, you know that when the weather is not so great and it's packed, you got a great event.
Yeah, we
It's
have a
really
huge
complex,
following. Yeah, everybody comes out and it's a really great time. And we have a lot of non-firefighters that are actually competing this year, trying to outdo the firefighters. So the firefighters are trying to up their game. And as you all know from going around doing the chili judging, everybody has a thing. They have their own little, this one's got a smoked brisket. This one's got Guinness in it. And they all have their secret recipes that they won't tell anybody, except that evidently they tell you guys. So.
And it's not going to rain this year.
No, it's going to be nice, perfect weather. No rain,
Right.
no clouds, not too hot, not too cold. And we've got alcohol vendor that's there. So cold drinks, hot chili, and live music. It's a perfect combination.
And we're going to have the Pokey Company there.
Oh, yes.
To participate. So they want to get a ton.
Perfect.
Maybe we can be judges.
Maybe they can be judges. Do you have all the judges
Hey,
already?
Vicki, I got to tell you something. We have done major events like Las Olas, Fort Lauderdale, major events. I got to tell you, I was so impressed with your event. The whole event, the way you pulled it off, just so impressed with what you guys do.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And we've got a great, every year we come up with a different charity that the money goes to. We don't keep it. So this year the money is going to the Fallen Firefighter Memorial Project, which is to build a fallen firefighter statue for Palm Beach County. And then as well, it will help for some of the families to be able to go to some of the national and local fallen firefighter memorials. Last year, we had 7 firefighters in Palm Beach County that were all memorialized at different ones. And obviously, it gets a little expensive to send those people and their families. One guy alone, he was 42 years old, had cancer and died, and a beautiful wife, 4 young kids. And, it's heartbreaking. So we try our best to be able to help them out as much as we can.
I think it's a wonderful cause, Vicki. I really do. So we repeat where it is, the date, everything.
And you're going to be back on the show again.
Yeah, we're going to have you every week.
I'm here.
Last year.
Perfect. Yep. So it's at Abacoa Town Center, Saturday, February the 3rd from 12 to 5 p.m. And it's $20. People can buy an armband and they can taste all the chili they want. You can either buy at the door, or if you went and you just search on Eventbrite, search Firefighter Chili Cook-Off, you will find us.
Thank you, Vicki. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you all. And I can't wait to taste
Where's your not so better half?
Randy.
He's on the other side. Yes. He's cooking.
He made sure the judges got to every tent. He ran the whole thing.
He is very good about that. Yes, indeed.
And he's a good guy, too.
Yes. Very well.
Okay, well, we'll see you again because we're going to promote the heck out of this.
Perfect. We appreciate it very much, and we are available and here for you.
Thank you, Vicki.
Thanks, Vicki.
Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. It was great to meet you all.
Bye, Vicki.
Bye, Carlos.
We were amazed because we thought it was a small event. And we get there, we've seen all these people there.
It was raining.
And it was raining.
But still, a lot of people showed up.
And they're all foodies.
Yeah.
It was over 1,000 people.
Oh, easy.
So whoever's going to eat chili, they're gonna wait in the rain or whatever. It seems like that kind of crowd, chili crowd.
Well, they go to every tent. They don't miss a tent.
But they had other tents there, not just chili. They had, what was that company? It was similar to the Poke Company, but it wasn't this. What's it
Olay.
called?
Yes.
What was it? Olay. They were there. and they were giving away like you did with the kids' internet, and they had samples. There was another restaurant there.
All they got to do is get food.
That's it.
I know they blew them away.
That's it. So whatever we can do, we'll definitely get a sponsor her event. Maybe change that to Wellington for a book tent.
Yeah.
Or maybe next side to side.
Maybe
Works out.
that'd be more fun.
But we'll definitely want to help out this year with the show.
But they had, I was impressed. The judges are all big names, like the sports
Yeah.
director.
You know, the ESPN judges. were-
Yeah.
Yeah, ESPN judges.
The state rep, there was, we were the nobody.
And we also we have a store. We have a store up there as well, the North Palm store.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
There.
That's right. So,
I believe that's our newest store.
Yes.
One of our newest stores.
Where is the North Palm store at?
It's right on Federal. It's right between PGA and Donald Ross is the next one
Oh,
up there.
that'll be
Just off
close to
PGA.
where we're
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah.
for the chili.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's a great location.
That's a really
We have
good
a great
location.
partner working in that. It's doing a fantastic job.
tell me something. In Boca is in that real big center where the breakfast place is right close to you. What is the name of it's a chain. That's a neat little center though.
Are you speaking
Denny?
about? No, are you speaking
That's
about
this one. That's this
Meisner
one.
Plaza? No, this one here, Kiki's is right
We
there.
got Kiki's next
Nope.
door. You mean?
This is the one I went to. Is in Boca. No.
Yeah, chili.
It's close to Meisner.
Okay, yeah, it's right across from Meisner.
I think there was a which street is it actually on?
It's on Federal. It's directly across from Meisner. Yeah.
Wow. You know what? The guy that was there, no, it's the same restaurant because it was the cookie company. And I'm proud because we've been to some places, but we know Meisner because we have a lot of restaurants in Meisner.
Yeah.
Advertising.
So, Seth, do you want to tell the listeners about where all of the South Florida locations are?
Yeah, so first one in Boca, that's kind of the mothership there. We have in East Del Rey, right on.
When they give the address.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And if
Boca
they
is
get-
in Boca. We're at 555 North Federal Highway, kind of just north of Palmetto
Okay.
Park Road. Directly above Meisner.
You're by the art.
Right by the Boca Museum.
Yes. Okay.
Yep, exactly.
That's it.
Right there. And then moving north, we have in East Del Rey on Linton, right at Linton, just west of Dixie.
Ooh.
Yeah, right next to there's the Whole Food Center right there. We're just in that
That
little
new
adjacent parcel. Yep, right
Wow,
there.
that's a
It's
good
right down the street from the
Great.
deli.
Yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people coming, going to work, going to the beach, heading back shore. And then West Del Rey, we have all the way out for some of the new developments out there. It's on Atlantic. It's all the way west by Atlantic and Lyon.
Okay, by the theater, where the new theater.
Even just a bit west of there. Yeah, where Joseph's Market is there.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're right in that plaza right there. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is a good location.
So then another one of our super busy locations is the Boynton Beach location.
That's the one I said I couldn't find. I
Yeah.
did not see.
It's right on Congress
Congress.
between between Boynton Beach Boulevard and Gateway.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a center right there. There's
It's close to the.
yeah,
Oh, I know.
Fish and
where that is.
barbecue. There's the Five Guys right there. Yeah, fantastic spot there.
What if somebody wants to look into purchasing a franchise?
Franchisepoke.com.
Okay,
Yeah, franchisepoke.com. We have that domain there, and we love to talk. Yeah.
this is something that if you were looking to get into a restaurant, because some of them are really expensive. I mean, like, forget about McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or all those. This would be for a really nice franchise, something different. This is not going to go away. This is something that's going to be around for a long time. Again, how do they contact you?
So you can either, for franchising of their franchisepoke.com, my email is seth@thepokecompany.com. And you could always go right to our website. There's info tabs there, everything. Bunch of different ways to get in touch. You can get in touch with us through social media, through the Poke Company, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. So we're all over the place. We try to keep a good digital presence.
Is there anything else you want to? There's outside dining here in Wellington too, by the way.
There is the outside dining.
Covered, and it's got a nice
Covered.
lighting there. Yeah.
A big thing that just drew me to this and give me, I don't want to say hope, but something that stuck with me is the people, the customers love the food. They love the food. I mean, in different restaurant operations and seeing a few different operations, but the base genuinely love this food. So it's for me, it's just a matter of time before once people catch on and it becomes more of a household name. I think I like you said, and I think Seth has brought something different because I heard there was a lot of other poke places, but what Seth has done with this operation is this between the food quality, the taste, just the overall experience and vibe is just I mean, it got me. Like I said,
Yeah, he's not used to. He's a
got-
pancake guy. He's an egg with bacon. You know, this is something you come and go. I love this.
I think they both make a great team, and I was impressed with your staff. I've
Yeah.
been watching them. I was feeling the firemen. It was amazing. They helped them. I mean, watch them. They're helping everybody. They're giving samples.
and I think that is huge.
It is.
Sometimes the food, it sounds silly, but sometimes the food tastes better when you get it with a smile.
Exactly.
It does.
People want to walk in and feel a certain vibe when they come into a place. And nowadays, a lot of places, you just don't get that feeling. Now, one thing I told Seth is that's what I bring to the Poke Company, and that's what Wellington will always have. And I think that's so important. It's huge.
For me, it is.
Especially for longevity.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
I wouldn't come back if I came in and I'm kind of hard, I guess, but if I came in and somebody didn't smile and they didn't look like they enjoyed working here, I wouldn't want to come back. I might even walk out. I mean, they smile, they say hello, welcome.
Yep.
Can
Yeah,
I
it's a
help
big
you?
thing.
And that's always from the beginning. It's important for us to bring people on and hire people based on their personality and their attitude. You teach almost anyone how. High school kids never had a job before. You can cut it like this. You can scoop it like this. Anybody can learn that. You can't teach someone how to be a good person.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't.
And there's a lot of
And then
mean ones.
it's not easy, everybody, especially we have a lot of our people that work for us are younger kids. And everybody has bad days. But when you know you can come to work and the boss is going to treat you good and treat you fair, that means a lot to the kids and the people in general. People like coming to work and I say work hard and have fun.
Well, we want to thank you both.
Yeah.
We want to
Hey, I gotta get-
thank
I
you
gotta
guys.
get
You guys
to
have been a
one-
pleasure.
We have
Let me
2
give-
minutes left.
Let me just give everybody our website. If you would like a chance to win, we've got so many gift certificates. Go to www.eat, and you got to spell and out, critique tvshow.com, and tell us why you would like to get we've got gift certificates from at least 40 restaurants.
Poke Company.
Just tell us which one you like, and I want to thank people who've been taking time to write it.
They also need to give me their address so I
Yeah.
can mail it to them.
That
That
would be
would be helpful.
That would be nice. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. What a great show.
I
Great
wanted to
people.
say thank you both for
Oh, it's been a
coming.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
And
You guys are great.
please-
You guys make a great team, by the way.
Thank
Okay,
you.
stop buttering yourself.
Happy New Year, everyone. And please be kind, please. Thank you. See you next Monday.
Thanks, Rebel.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Rebel. Bye.
You've been listening to the Eaton Critique Show with your hosts, award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia, brought to you by Incontro Italian Cuisine and Steakhouse, located in Coral Springs on the Walk. Be sure to join us again next week as Steve-O and Sophia interview top local restaurant owners and chefs. Steve-O and Sophia are known for their pure honesty when it comes to reviewing local restaurants. See you next week.
We'll send you the